we gather on this joyful occasion to celebrate love, laughter, and light on Jocline and Malcolm's wedding day. Malcolm and Jocline, today your lives blend seamlessly together, and you are about to embark on the greatest of adventures. A new path is ahead of you.
Jocline, I love you so much. I am so excited to marry you, and for you to be my wife, and me to be your husband. Literally cannot wait. I love you so much.
In Colossians 18 and 19, wives, submit to your own husband as is fitting in the Lord. Husbands, love your wives and do not be bitter towards them. Malcolm, do you welcome Jocline to be your wife and your cherished best friend, forsaking all others?
I do.
Jocline, do you welcome Malcolm as your husband and your cherished friend, forsaking all others?
I do.
Support you. And I love you forever. Always remember that. Daddy always loves you. Daddy's always here. I love you. So beautiful. Okay.
Love suffers long and is kind. Love does not envy. Love does not parade itself. It is not puffed up. Does not behave rudely. Does not seek its own. Is not provoked. Thinks no evil. Does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things.
Jocline. I love you. Let me tell you why. You make me a better person. In all of the important, hard, and tough ways. You see what I need and give it to me whether I want to receive it or not. You've taught me that two people joined together with respect, trust, faith, and open communication can be stronger and happier than each could ever be alone. You're the strength that I didn't know I needed, and the joy I didn't know that I lacked. I promise to always be there for you, to support your dreams, and to protect you. Whew. And I cannot wait to spend the rest of my life with you.
I'm gonna tell you a story. Most little girls are excited to have a beautiful wedding and live happily ever after. When I was a little girl, I too wanted those things. But what I wanted most was love and to be loved, to be known deeply and loved unconditionally. I remember the moment that I thought I might love you. We were driving to dinner and I looked at you and I thought of how much you remind me of God's character. You consistently show me all those qualities that the little girl in me longed for. The day I knew I loved you, I called my mom. And I told her how clearly you portray the fruit of the Spirit. Malcolm Xavier Clark, you are the most patient man I know. You do with me. You love unconditionally. You are so kind. You're joyful. You're gentle. And you bring me so much peace. I could go on about the quality of a man that you are, but I'll simply say that you're wonderful. I know we have so much to face as we go through life, so when hard times come, or you get angry at me, or I get angry at you, I promise to be there to cool you off. I promise to fill our home with laughter and smile even when you wake me up in the morning. I'm committed to loving you the way you need to be loved. I'm committed to growing together and learning you. You are such a sweet gift from God, from Jesus, and I'm grateful that He led us to each other.
This ring
is a token of my love for you.
is a token of my love for you.
Let it remind you
Let it remind you
that you're always in my heart
that you're always in my heart
and my first priority.
and my first priority.
This ring
Is a token of my love for you.
is a token of my love for you.
Let it remind you
Let it remind you
that you're always in my heart
you are always in my heart
and my first priority.
and my first priority.
Malcolm and Jocline, by the love that has brought you here today, by the vows and rings you have exchanged before God and in the presence of your loved ones, it is my delight and honor to pronounce you's married now. You may seal your marriage with a kiss. Marriage is about giving and taking, and forging forsaking, kissing and loving and pushing and shoving, caring and sharing and screaming and swearing. About being together, whatever the weather. About being driven to the end of your tether. About sweetness and kindness and wisdom and blindness.
You're my husband now. You're a whole husband, and I love you. I cannot wait to spend the rest of our lives together. Give me a baby.
So I've enjoyed Malcolm for so many years. We've done so many things. He's always been there for me, drives me places. We go to things together. If there's all couples, sometimes he comes and we're sort of the dates. Not anymore. During COVID, he came and got me when my car was in the shop, and we drove around randomly, and we discovered our mutual love for estate sales. Yeah. And that's something I think that Jocline and Malcolm have also started to share, is going to those estate sales. So we're looking for one of these two guys to start a group me on our estate sales.
I will personally take that up.
There you go.
I will join group just for that.
So enough about Malcolm and me and our Frisbee friends. So I think we met Jocline after Malcolm's second or third date at the bar that you go up. It's called the Tap or something off the Beltline where you pour your own drinks. So when we saw them, obviously two peas in a pod. You see them and you're like, oh my God, she's so cute. They're adorable. They're perfect for each other. So that's kind of what we thought the whole time. And now we've gotten to sort of, I think tonight, take all of Jocline's people from California and Malcolm's people from here and from Maryland. And I think it's just a great group of people, except for Kelly, who's a little bit too yappy. Just be careful. All right. So to the beautiful, charming, talented couple, and also Malcolm and Jocline. They're going to have a great, great, wonderful life, and we wish them the best of luck, and we love them both. Cheers. Here.
So I'm Alex. I am Jocline's maid of honor, and Alexandra Nicole Slade. Yes, that's my name. Jocline's maid of honor, and I've known Jocline for about 10 years, and we met actually doing a musical together. And if you know Jocline, you know that life is a stage. You know that she is so joyful, and she's so funny and beautiful and kind. And when I got the call that every best friend hopes to get, the FaceTime call where it's like, what does she want now? Like, I'm just waking up, we're on a 3-hour time difference, like, what do you want? And she shows me a ring. I was so happy, and I couldn't help but remember the time when Jocline and I were about 20, 21, and we went to Beverly Hills, and we went to every jewelry store, not grocery store, every jewelry store you could imagine, and we literally spent the day telling all the workers that we were soon to be engaged. Neither of us had boyfriends, okay, very single, but we went around and we pretended like we were about to be engaged, and like I said, life is truly a stage for her. And of all of the funny dreams and hopes and things that we talked about that day, I don't think any of it compares to Malcolm. And the man that he is for her, and how kind and patient and loving and present he is with her. And I really couldn't expect a better man from my best friend. And you guys are a perfect example of committed partnership to love each other no matter what adversities you face. And I'm so happy to be here, and we're all so happy to be here to celebrate with you and share your love. So if y'all could raise a little glass one time to Jocline and Malcolm and the eternity of love and bliss and happiness. Cheers, babe.
It's about being strong when you're feeling quite weak. It's about saying nothing when you are dying to speak. It's about being wrong when you know you are right. It's about giving in before there's a fight. It's about you two living as cheaply as one. And you can give us a call if you know how that's done. Never heeding advice that was always well meant. Never counting the cost until it's all spent. And for you two today, it's about to begin. And for all that the two of you had to put in, some days filled with joy, some days with sadness. Love does not rejoice in iniquity, but rejoices in the truth. Bears all things, believes all things, hopes all things, endures all things. With this wisdom and your love in mind, I now ask you, Malcolm, do you welcome Jocline to be your wife and your cherished best friend, forsaking all others?